Hey guys, it's Mike coming back with a SGC reveal video for this is gonna be all Hank, I think. I don't think there's any bench in here. This will be all Hank Greenberg. This is stuff you probably have seen, or most of it you've seen. Maybe some of the Wheaties you haven't seen. But anyway, just got back to this huge box from SGC and thought I would go ahead and bust it open in front of everybody. Well, I guess on YouTube at least. Hope everybody's doing great. Getting ready for the National. And don't know if I'll do another video beforehand. I might. We'll see. This has got some really rare stuff in here. So I can hardly wait. I'll be honest, I've already looked at the grades, so I know what I got and what's all that. But obviously I haven't seen what they look like, all fixed up in their beautiful new SGC packaging. And I probably should have went ahead and got it unwrapped beforehand, but this is like, oh, so cool. Here's the Greenberg. All right. I got a box of cards here. Woo! This is cool stuff. It's like being a kid again. You can open up all your presents. Hope everybody's getting ready for National. I don't get as many viewers on YouTube as I used to. I don't think too many people do YouTube anymore. But I still like it. Like Joey and Michael and Brian and a bunch of others. It's still my favorite thing to do. I guess I need to learn how to do Twitter and Instagram and all that stuff. But man, they have changed. They have black rubber bands now to go with their black look. Oh, let's get everything unwrapped. My 39, I bought a 39 play ball Greenberg and a PSA 7 that didn't cross over, which, based on Brian's results from recent, I think it's getting harder and harder. PSA is just, I don't know. I think SGC is just so much tougher. I'd say they're a good half grade stricter than PSA. I think a whole grade for Beckett. So if SGCs don't get into modern card markets, they won't be as popular because they're not going to be giving out all these 9.5s and gem mints. Your card has to earn it. So it's not like, definitely not like Beckett, and for the most part, not like PSA. Of course, with everything PSA is going through right now, it's just with PWCC and all that. All right, wow, this is a brick, a big, beautiful green brick. The super duper rubber bands on this one. Whoa. Let's go ahead and do these big ones, I guess, first. There's a, if you see my other videos, you know essentially what's in here. Oh, wow. Well, that's a big boy. I'm going to save that one for last. We got all these. let's see here. I probably should have opened this up first, so I apologize for taking the time to go through all this. But first thing I'm going to show is this 1935. Get my old man glasses here. 1935 George Burke, Hank Greenberg, Detroit Tigers photo stamp. Very cool. If y'all don't know the story, if you get on PSA of all places, they do have a wonderful registry set, and one guy named Lambert has the #1 ranked Hank Greenberg vintage master set of all time on PSA, and he actually retired the set a couple months ago. I didn't know you could do things like this. So he retired it, and they have an active set and an all-time set, and he's the #1 now all-time set. But a few months ago, 6 months, a year ago, I emailed him saying, I'm trying to put together a similar set with SGC, and you have some super rare stuff. Do you have any duplicates or anything you'd want to sell? I knew he wouldn't sell anything in his registry set because it was active at the time. But he wrote me back and said, thanks for the compliments, and no, I don't keep dupes, which I don't either, so I know how he does. But he was very nice about it. And, I essentially forgot about it after that. Well, a couple months ago, when he retired his set on PSA, he actually remembered my email, and he emailed me and asked me and said to me, I'm retiring my Hank Greenberg set, and I'm going to liquidate it. And he said, do you want any of the pieces? And he gave me first crack at all these items, these wonderful items. And I picked out a handful. He wasn't the cheapest. I mean, he was asking good money. And for somebody that's a lifelong collector of that, he put it over, I think, together over 20 years. I figured, well, some of these pieces I'll probably never see. I'm 54, not getting any younger, and I thought, well, I might overpay a little bit, but I'm getting some rare stuff. So I took a few off his hands. I got them. You've probably seen some of them in the previous videos. And I sent them to SGC, and they're coming back today. And just Stephen, if you for some reason are watching this, thank you very much. This is a 1935 George Burke's photo stamp. It only graded as a 1 because it's got the edges are rough, but it's not that bad. Again, you have to bear with my camera here. Oh, come on, camera. No. I am going to have to get a better camera. Bear with me, everybody. I really don't know why it does this. I'm sorry, guys. I really am. We'll try it one more time here. Must be the reflection. Well, that's better, I guess. Anyway, that's a 35 George Burke photo stamp. And I sent in another one I got from another guy that had a whole set of these, the whole set, which is like 20 of them, I think, 24. And the one I got was this one here. And if you look at them together, one's obviously, maybe it's not so obvious there. One's much bigger than the other. And they told me over the phone that they're not for sure what this bigger one is. They're thinking it might be, who knows, but I'm thinking it could be just a photo that they used to make the card. I'm not for sure. Looking at it now, it does look like a snapshot almost. And I'm wondering if it's the picture they used to make this card here. So I'm not for sure. But it's very cool nonetheless. Next one. This is a more common one. This is the 1963 Bazooka Greats. This is the standard issue, and got an 8. Very pretty. I got the silver version already graded, so that's very cool. This is a 1963 K-Tab Publishing. This is a hand-cut card, kind of a cartoon. At least it's semi-working then. Very nice. Here is the PSA that didn't grade a 7 for SGC. It looks really nice. I'm going to go ahead and sell this on eBay, I guess. This is the rare back, well, the rarer back with the capital and small letters combined. I was hoping this would, I got a 7.5 in the other version, and I was hoping this one would go over, cross over to a 7 SGC, but they wouldn't do it, which doesn't surprise me a lot because they're very tough on that kind of stuff. And I'll save the super rare stuff for last. A few of the big, oh, that came out nice. Wow. This is, I got 4 Wheaties pieces. This is the 1936 Wheaties Series 3, hand cut off the back of a cereal box. And it's really smooth. I mean, it looks really nice. And it got a 3, a very good. And if you collect any of the old timers that, you know, they're high-end players, the Wheaties are a good way to go as far as because these are very reasonably priced. I got this for less than 100. And it's just a beautiful car. So that's the 36. This one's the 1940. Similar size. Boy, these came out great. They custom cut the holders for these. Some people just send in the individual cards off of this box. I cut out the whole, I'd set the whole section in. Like this says Champs of the USA, 1940, set number 7. It's got Joe Cronin, Hank Greenberg, and a golfer, Byron Nelson. It's got a little staining and such. It only graded a 1.5, but the presentation for it is really nice. if it will focus very. Hank's in the middle, the golfer's on the bottom, Joe Cronin on top. And it's got typical staining, I guess, from the box itself. These came out really nice. This one's got some creasing and staining. They just don't pop up real often, though. And this one's pretty neat because this is another 1940, but it's a different version. This one has got Joe DiMaggio, Hank Greenberg, and another tennis guy named Don Budge. So with DiMaggio on here, there are other people looking out for these things. So I had to pay a little more for this one. But these are just off the back of cereal boxes, kind of like they do anymore. You know, they've done forever. But this came out really nice. Beautiful piece. And the last one of the Wheaties. This is a 1941 Champs of the USA with Hank, Red Dawson, and J.W. Stoker. A trick horse riding? I don't know where they get some of these matches, but this one I graded well, it's a 2.5, which is actually pretty good for these. That's what these look like. So these are all the backs of cereal boxes from the, this is 1941 here. Rated at 2.5, which is actually pretty good for these. I know watching a lot of people's videos, you know, everything's 9, 10s, 9.5s, but things like this from way back when, like this is what, 78 years old now? Just don't see them like that very often. And that leaves 3 of the big boys here. Well, I don't know about this one, but it's rare. You don't see it. This one only graded authentic, probably because it's got some, well, I'll show you. These are 1936 Detroit Times. These are actually cut out of the newspaper. Hank Greenberg sports stamp. And I think these appeared in the local Detroit Times in 1936. And I don't know if it's every night or once a week they would put different players. And they just authenticated this. They wouldn't give it a number grade. It's got a nice picture of Hank, unusual picture of Hank, with a little bio. 1936 sports stamp, hand cut. And on the back, you can see the remnants of, I don't know if that's Lefty Gomes or who that is, but there's a remnant of a stamp that was pasted on the back of it. It's a Yankee, I can tell that much. But these are harder to come by. It's really nice in the SGC, but these black frames are just awesome. And I got 2 more here. And these are really, really rarities here. This is the 1939 Gaudi Premium. This is the R303-A. It's graded at 2.5, which is good plus, but it's really sweet. They made a nice little holder for it. These are all cut to order. I mean, that's what takes a little longer for them too. They have a lot of different templates they use, so they get a pretty good fit for most of them. This one looks great. But this is the R303-A. For SGC, for their population report, this is only the second one they've ever graded. I think the one that is already in the population report's like authentic. And this one's a 2.5. This came from the Lambert collection too. And it's a beauty. The R303-A. I'll take it from the back. Nice picture of Hank swinging. They're a little smaller than the more common 303-Bs. That's the these are really, really nice. I didn't know if I'd ever see one of these, to be honest. So thanks to that Detroit Sports stamp was from Mr. Lambert. And this last one was from Mr. Lambert. This is the 1947 Sports Exchange miniature, hand cut. It's a 3. Just surprisingly, all the crossovers from PSA graded out the same as PSA graded them, which I was kind of surprised. I thought I wouldn't get quite as good of results, but they gave them all the same. And this is the 47 Sports Exchange Mini. It looks fantastic. If I can get it to focus some. Yeah. It's a shame. I gotta do something with this. But there's larger versions of these. I guess we can. It's fantastic. Just amazing. Wow. I am so tickled to get these and to add them to the PC. Just beautiful. I do miss the old green boxes on the SGC, but these look nice. It's just too black to me. It just I wish that the green was a nice little. And being Hank Greenberg, what can you say? Green's perfect for him. But that looks really nice. All right, I think that is everything. I want to thank everybody for watching. That still watch me. I guess I'll keep doing them for a while until it falls off to next to nothing. I guess I might have to learn Instagram and all that stuff eventually. But thanks for watching. Hope to see all of you all at the National. Lord willing, I'll be there at Brian and I have reservations, so we'll be looking for Hank and Johnny and hoping to see everybody. I think the first time I went was 2013. The group that's gone has changed. The Ryan doesn't go anymore, and Sam doesn't go, and a lot of these guys I got started with, but there's still some left, and I'm looking forward to seeing all the old guys and the new guys. So thanks for watching, and you all take care. Thank you very much. Bye-bye.